Global, redefining your radio experience.
As you go through life, you'll see there is so much that we don't understand. Maybe say me no more, and the only thing we know is things don't always go the way we planned. When it seems all your dreams go wrong, I can't breathe on your rose, and when super when you're more, we are more than we are one.
Yes, you're welcome to another beautiful package of the program Issues Affecting right here on Radio Global. On Issues Affecting, we tend to talk about issues that pertain to us right here in Nigeria and also all around the world. So we don't want you to go anywhere. We want you to stick with us. Stay with us right here on Radio Global. Well, today on Issues Affecting, we're going to be talking about tribalism. I hear some people saying that, okay, I didn't get that job because I was not Yoruba. I didn't get that job because I wasn't Igbo. I didn't get that, I didn't get my gratuity, or I didn't get that which I deserve because I was not Hausa. Seriously, a whole lot of people say it, and it is an issue which is bothering a whole lot of Nigerians presently. Not even Nigerians, but people all over the world. So we want you to stick with us, and we want you to stay with us as we discuss this issue right here on Issues Affecting. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
only one race, and that's the human race, okay? See, one love.
I know that you still want to listen to that song and listen to it over and over and over again. Well, when we go on the short break, I'll be playing you the rest of that song by Two-Face saying One Love. Well, for all of you who are just joining us, this is Issues Affecting right here on Radio Global. Today we're talking about tribalism right here even in Nigeria. A whole lot of people are saying so many things. I'm not alone. Right here with me I have KG and I also do have Jeremiah. Hi guys, how you doing? I hope the weather is not affecting people today. Seriously, because I know that the rain itself isn't doing that. Although it's raining, yes, here and there, but it isn't doing that much really as the cold which is affecting people right now. It's just terrible.
I thought I was the only one having cold until I saw KG this morning.
No, the cold is just terrible. Even the offices, a whole lot of people will just say, please turn down the AC, please, people are cold and all that. Well, we're talking about the issue of tribalism now. You get to a place, maybe you're someone who, we live in Lagos right now. We're talking from Lagos, we're broadcasting live from Lagos, and a whole lot of people are not from Lagos. A whole lot of people don't even know how to speak the language, which is Yoruba. And they tend to have issues, maybe trying to get a job, trying to get a house. You see some landlords saying that, no, I can't take anybody except for Yoruba in this house. Seriously. So what do you feel? Is it something that you've seen that's rampant now, or it's just in some areas, or it's everywhere?
Well, I think the issue of tribalism is it's not as as rampant as it is before.
Okay.
Because then there was this, how am I going to put it? The tribalism rate was, the rate of tribalism, it was really, annoying, because you find, graduates,
looking for job
that qualified for the position they are applying for, but you find that they are declined. That position because the person probably have a nephew or a niece who is they have the same ethnic group, or some or another graduate comes because of they have the same ethnic group. He awards that job position to that. So, but now I think everyone is doing it based on merit now, even though the based on merit isn't as solid as people want it to be, but I think it's starting now.
Alright. Well, you can find out that not just there in itself. If you look at schools now, even in schools is the same thing. They'll tell you that, okay, for this part, I know there's a particular university that has they'll tell you for so and so students this amount of money, but for these people who are not from this area, you pay so amount of money.
I don't. The only one I know about is when it comes to getting admission into the university in Nigeria. That's the one I know. I don't know about the school fees.
Okay.
But the only one I know about is getting admission into universities in Nigeria, because you find out that some they will tell you catchment area. People from this part of the country,
yes,
their average mark should be this. People from this
but for that one in particular, I am from what I've read and I've seen, I think that one is to some extent justifiable, because yes,
this issue, my brother schools in Kwara.
Okay.
And on his jam from the field, he kept Lagos State as the state of origin.
Okay.
He's schooling in Kwara right now. So when he got admission into Kwara State University, and when he was going to pay school fees, he realized that the school fees he was supposed to pay is actually higher than people that are fielding Kwara for their JAM form. And that was where I actually first got to know that in some universities,
yes,
people that are not indigenous of that state
pay higher.
I never had any idea about, but I just had an idea like maybe 2 years ago. My brother was going to school, so I felt that it was not actually it's not something that makes sense, but the study has been going on for a while now, and it is still going on till now.
Just like the issue of cashment, which Jerry raised now, you find out that in some schools they'll tell you, okay, if you are maybe this particular school now is in Edo State, people who could get admission get admission to the school or who have this particular cutoff point must come from places like Delta, come from Bayelsa, all those other states which surround it. It happens like that. You see it even in Nigeria, but they'll tell you, okay, coming down to southwest, they'll tell you, okay, if it's Lagos, some other states around, maybe Ekiti, Osun, Ogun State, all of them, they'll tell you that, okay, students from here will be able to be allowed with this particular cut-off mark. Well,
I think there has to be a reason why they're allowing that, because I remember correctly in my secondary school, when admission list was pasted, I mean the list under Lagos itself, you could see at least maybe 300 plus or 400 plus names. But then when candidates from other states were chosen, there were no more than 3 in each state. The highest other the highest other state that was on that list, the highest candidates on that list was, let's say, 5. And that was from like Abuja. The rest were just like 3. Then only Lagos had so many names under it. And I was wondering why is this so? But they said that was where it has always been, and that was where it will continue to be.
The only school I think doesn't
do cashment stuff.
Cashment, I think is UI.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only school that doesn't do cashment area things like that.
Okay, that you just feel that they tend to accept students from all over.
Yes.
That's okay. But tribalism, we've looked at it from the aspect of employment. Now I know that that's one which I want us to really focus on, because now in Nigeria there are a whole lot of graduates out there looking for jobs. When you get into this place, they'll tell you that, okay, if you had been from this state, you would have gotten this employment too. Why are you not from this state now? And you wonder, did I create myself, or did I put myself in this particular state which I'm in, or was I the one who decided to come from so and so state? Yeah, because my parents are from this state. What do I do? And they tell you that, okay, job openings are only for people from this state, and you're wondering why. Isn't not one Nigeria? What happens to all the we are one? What's happening to all the one nation under God? Yes, it's true. It's serious now. It's really serious now, because a whole lot of people are out there looking for jobs. They don't have things to do. After you say people are out there stealing, people are out there carrying drugs, and you wonder, graduates even. I think
there's more of nepotism than tribalism. There's I know this person. This person is the son of my friend. My friend. Okay, let me help him. Whereas there's someone who deserves that post. Someone who really deserves more than that person. So I think there's more of nepotism than tribalism itself. The only place where I can say, okay, there's a lot of tribalism is in the political sector, where you want to become a governor? You want to become a governor? No, really, if you don't want to become a governor, you have to be an origin of that state, normally. But I'm talking about, the presidential, area of politics, where if a northerner gets into power, southerners will be complaining, westerners will be complaining, that why this, why that, why would the northerner, if one region of the country has new power, the other will feel bad, get angry, cheated and all that. So I think tribalism is more in government. It's more in government than every other aspect of the country.
Alright, well said. We're going to take this break. Yeah, I said I was going to play the rest of the song. It's One Love by Two-Face, so don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
It's okay.
It's Radio Global, redefining your radio experience.
Yeah. See, one love, one love, one love. Yeah. Oh, see, just the other day I saw on CNN. Brutal killing of each other by two friends. I could not comprehend. So I said to myself, maybe the world is coming to an end. Cause is this love, is this hate, is it war, is it fate, I could not relate to. But there is one thing I can relate to, and that is the fact that all we need is one love. One love. All we need is one love. All we need is one love. See, from the beginning of creation, there's been a lot of tribulation. Understand where I'm coming from, and you will see that this world that we living is one big mighty prison. We're all on death row. We're just passing like a journey to wherever we go. Why don't we make that place heaven? And that heaven is this very, very place that we are living in. So, years after reading there, to see people showing care, people changing attitudes this year. These two people on the street, there's nobody flashing teeth, no kind of evil deeds. All we need is one love. Us we struggle and hustle and laugh and crying and shout and do it all together. All we need is one love. We'll stop together, cannot live without each other. All we need is one love. Irrespective of your color, your religion or political border, all we need is one love. My people hold it, embrace it, express it and show it, cause I know it is the answer. Nobody only pass it. Look into my eye and tell me say you pass it. Nobody only pass it. Nobody, nobody. All we need is one love. Cause we struggle and hustle and laugh and cry and shout and do it all together. All we need is one love. We'll stop together, cannot live without each other. All we need is one love. Irrespective of the color, no religion or political border. All we need is one love. My people hold it, embrace it, express it and show it, cause I know it is the answer. That's all I have to be.
Yes, if you're just joining us, you are listening to Issues Affecting right here on Radio Global. Yes, we're talking about tribalism. So have you ever had any experience of someone telling you that, oh, you're not from this tribe, that's the reason why I would not give this thing to you if you truly deserve it, but it just deny you of your rights because you're not from this particular tribe? So guys, right here in the studio, have you ever seen somebody who has experienced this particular thing, or maybe you yourself has experienced it maybe at one point in life?
Well, I wouldn't say I've experienced it.
It's not seen anybody that has any landlord that said, no, I will not take you.
Well, those was, well, I don't know anyone about that. I actually don't. I haven't experienced that or know anyone that has experienced tribalism in any way. Because, like I said earlier, tribalism was very common then, unlike now. Nobody really cares
not as much
where you're from, as far as you can provide a required service. So now I don't think it's even how people even care about where you're from now.
No, but really, talking about this particular issue now, you see a whole lot of landlords out there saying that, okay, I'm going to say this in Yoruba language for those who really understand me.
The only way I would say I've probably experienced it or seen is during these Boko Haram crisis, where I stay. There are a lot of northerners, quite northerners where I stay. So the westerners were like, okay, we're going to send you your parking. There's these rumors in the area that we are going to send the northerners parking, and the northerners were like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to send us parking and all that? We are not the insurgents.
Why would you
send us away and all that? So I think that's the only aspect I can recall of considering tribalism.
Alright, because talking about this issue of landlord-tenant issue, you see some of them will tell you that, okay, I'm going to say this in Yoruba, and I know that a whole lot of people who know how to speak Yoruba would be able to understand, and I also interpret what I'm trying to say. You hear some of them say that, okay, seriously. Well, in translation, it means, okay, I can't take a Yoruba, a Hausa, or an Igbo person in my house. So what do you have to say about that?
That is pretty obvious everywhere you go. If you go to a typical commoners community, you see that a particular building it is filled with Yoruba people. And maybe let's say the next street also is Yoruba people. So you have to move like at least a few centimeters away
before you can get a house.
A few kilometers away before you can see a house with Igbo people or a house with Hausa people. It is like that in Lagos too. From what I was saying, I've been in Lagos for over 18 years now, and I know what I've been saying. If there's no possibility you see maybe a Yoruba man on first floor and then maybe an Igbo man on second floor. It's not possible. I say maybe it's like maybe an apartment ish, maybe it's a flat house. But in normal community, like normal communal community, you can never see something like that. I've never actually done something like that.
Wow, because that's a big issue now. You see landlords telling tenants that, okay, even you see a whole lot of them are being victimized because they are not from the tribe which their landlords are from. Some of them will just say, okay, I'll just accept you, and the landlords will collect the money from these people, and at the end of the day start raining curses at them, saying so many things because they're not from the tribe which the landlord is from. And he might be telling them that, okay, I just allowed you people into this place, see what you're doing now, and that particular landlord might start using the tribe by which that tenant is from to abuse him. So that's another issue entirely.
When it comes to tenant now, it's then. Like you find landlords say, you will buy all this kind of thing.
Yeah, it happens, especially in Lagos.
But now, I'm telling you, as long as you can pay me you can pay your rent, they will even welcome you if you can pay double. Because I think in Lagos State now, I think the law now is you shouldn't collect more than a year rent from a new tenant, and after the first year, the regular collection of rent should be 6 months. But now, if you find a tenant that is willing to pay 3 years ahead, they'll be happy.
Even if the person is Igbo?
Even if the person is from anywhere, they'll be happy. Because I probably know of them that were like, okay, okay, you can pay 2 years, bring it, you're welcome. And they won't even be the ones to like renovate everything. The tenants will still be the ones
to renovate it.
So I think it's then, like I said earlier, it's then we find tribalism, very high at the high rates. But now I don't think people really care.
I find that because
the only thing now is the issue of nepotism when it comes to seeking jobs and all that. That's the only thing I think is there now, aside from the government. Aside from government, where there's tribalism in government, because in the Senate House they fight a lot. I think before the election, I think last year, we saw some pictures and videos that went viral on social networks of senators eating themselves and all that. So I think that's the only place you have tribalism, because in the Senate House, one would want something for himself, the other one would want something for himself. You say because it's from the east or from the west, now to say, okay, why would you want to do that and all that. So I think that's the only aspect where I can say, okay, tribalism is probably at its peak.
Because I know a whole lot of people now these days are enlightened. They have more information, knowledge. That's why you see some of these landlords will tell you, that's the enlightened ones. So they'll tell you that, okay, pay me my money. Okay, I don't even want anything that has to do with tenant issues. A whole lot of them don't even stay in the houses. They tend to stay in different houses apart from the ones they rent out.
Yeah,
in order for them to reduce all these kind of issues. So in case they tend to take other people from in case they tend to take people from other tribes, so they don't have issues. I believe that's one of the reasons.
Well, one thing about now is that ever since the government has maybe put I think they put a restriction on landlord. So now it's house hunt in Lagos now is very, very high. People are really looking for houses to stay. So now I don't think they really care about who approaches them, whether they're from whether they're Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, or who approaches them first. Or what matters now is that who has the most money and who is going to pay the most years, because it's added to their pocket. So now it's all about money. Whether you're Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo, so far you have enough money, so I have like maybe 4 years rent or 5 years rent to pay in advance to them, they will accept you.
And that's a big one. Well, so right here on Issues Affecting, and we've been talking about tribalism. So what do you feel? What's your own belief concerning this issue? We're going to take a music break, and this one is, for instance. We'll be right back.
For instance, say I be the one with them give chance. Say I be the one with the make plans. For all man to benefit happy, to make me disagree, to agree to be a chance. But now I am not of importance, cause now I am looking for my distance. And that's why he give them the chance to do us and to know us, the victim of circumstance. Them just they ignore our existence. They create us, use excuse by hands. Them no one knows every day. They use us to play and we get this up us in glance. Anytime we stand for resistance, when I'm in the act of exploitance, I feel we just be living in a trance land. Oh my God, hello yeah. You want to feel it, means you feeling my flow, and then you know say it's so. Hello yeah. You also, you in a motor, and you can't go slow. Hello yeah. You know this thing is affecting your being and it's killing your soul. Hello yeah. Hello yeah. For the thing when you see, they make you hello yeah. Hello yeah. It's that for thing when you feel, they make me the one to the hello yeah. Even if I want to the shit, I was still with the one to the hello yeah. Standing around you and I bet you want to the hello yeah. Hello yeah. For the thing when you see, hello yeah. For instance, say mini ballet of Nigerians. Say I go to respect your own stance. Say I go create the scenery. But better to plenty to the make we give chance. Instead of to the pack the money go France. They make suffer to full in abundance. They make me to run away to a place where you be say I go feel like to break dance. Where them go respect my skills for instance. Where them go just let it play pranks. On top the people way up the way. Where give them the key to the down to the substance. Where them just they use you with the freelance. They're looking for the give us a chance. Repentance when they their plans. You create a hands for my hands. So hello yeah. You want to feel it means you feel it from front. And then you know that it goes. Hello yeah. You also you in a motor. And you never go slow. Hello yeah. You know this thing is affecting your being and it's killing your soul. Hello yeah. Hello yeah. But the thing when you see it make you hello yeah. Hello yeah. This happens to you. You feel when you make me the one to the hello yeah. Even if you want to the shield that was still the one to the hello yeah. Stand with your round you and I bet you go on to the hello yeah. Hello yeah. But the thing when you see it make you hello yeah. Hello yeah. Hello yeah. Hello yeah. Gotta follow me to go France. Hello yeah. Hello yeah.
Yes, so you've heard it for yourself, for instance. Yes, I don't know, I just like to play you the songs of Two-Face because they tend to talk about a whole lot of issues which our country is facing today and now. Well, we've been talking about tribalism right here, myself, Jerry, and also KG. But now we're going to round everything off. So we're going to be saying our final words right here before we say our goodbyes to you. So for Jerry, what do you want to tell Nigerians? What do you want to tell people of the world concerning tribalism? Now your final words.
Well, I think if we, as Nigerians, we all want to, get to, that great heights. We all see ourselves becoming like the Americans one day, and one of the ways we can achieve that is to shun tribalism. Even nepotism is one of the ways we can shun, get to those, that great heights we want for this nation. So I think if there's anyone that is being tribalistic, I think you should start seeing your fellow Nigerian as your neighbor, your friend, and a brother, sister. That's the only way to move ahead.
Alright, so KG, your final words right here. We're listening.
One thing is that it's not an easy thing to carry out in the system. It's something that has been happening for long, and it's not something that will you just snap a finger and it just go away like that. If it's something that we need to get rid of, it's something everyone has to work collectively on. So what I'm going to say is that people should try as much as possible to avoid being part of this tribalism that's going on. But the thing is that in some cases we have no choice but just to go along with it. When you know that your hands are tied and if you don't do it, another person will surely do it, or another person will surely go for it. So if you try as much as possible to try and at least, if it's to reduce it to the bare, if you can't eradicate it, reduce it to the barest minimum instead of just going along with the crowd. It's better to actually stand alone.
Wow. All right. Well, KG and Jerry have said theirs, and I want to leave you with this particular story. From a movie which I watched. There was an American woman who, white-skinned, who sort of found interest in a particular boy who slept on the street. And she was wondering, why is this child sleeping on the street? He was black-skinned. And this lady took him in, and even people around her, sisters who laughed at her and said a lot of things sarcastically, were like, adopt this child. And she went out to adopt this child. And at the end of the day, this child became a grown man who was one of the star basketball players in the world. So to tell you how that man now has blessed the life of this woman because she helped him, not looking at his tribe, not looking at his color, not looking at his race. Yeah, and it happens. So for everyone out there who has listened to us, we're telling you that tribalism is not key, is not the key thing. It is for us to take ourselves as one and be good Nigerians and be good citizens of the world, which we should be. Well, I'm going to leave you with this song by Timida Kolo, and he calls it Great Nation. A big thank you to Jerry and also to KG for being a part of the program. My name is Yvonne Richards. Have a beautiful day.
We're determined to rebuild.